Hello, Farmhouse Family. Welcome back to the Farmhouse Table. So we are doing another easy and delicious recipe tonight. We are going to do lemon garlic chicken orzo. This recipe is very versatile. You could use any kind of meat that you want to. You could use, instead of meat, you could use eggplant or grilled cauliflower, whatever floats your boat, you know. Look, I've got Mr. Man there behind me, snoozing away, not a care in the world. Anyway, it is a budget-friendly recipe, very easy to put together and very warm and comforting. So if you do try out one of my recipes, whether it be this one or another one, please let me know. I love to hear feedback from you all, and I also love to hear video suggestions. If you have a recipe you want me to try, or if you have a family recipe and you want to see me cook it on my channel, let's go, right? Anyway, so we are going to get into the kitchen and get this recipe started. All right, so here are the ingredients for the lemon garlic chicken orzo. All right, so I have 2 packages of frozen chicken tenders here, or chicken tenderloins, I should say. And I'm actually going to pour some of this balsamic dressing into these bags and let them marinate. And then I believe my hubby is going to grill these to put with our dish tonight. We're just moving this way. We're moving right to left instead of left to right tonight. So we need some salt and pepper. Like I said, we are basil lovers, so I'm going to use this from Aldi, this stir-in basil paste, and then top it with the chopped basil. You're going to need some lemons. I would really suggest doing fresh lemons instead of just lemon juice for this recipe, because the lemon zest makes such a huge difference. Some grated Parmesan cheese. Obviously, if you wanted to elevate and use, a higher end cheese, you could. And then you're going to need 2 cans of chicken broth. Well, that depends on how much orzo you make. I'm probably just going to go ahead and make this whole box. And you will need some orzo and some garlic. Now, I didn't put this out, but you'll need a little butter because we're going to toast the orzo in the pan before we add the rest of the ingredients. And I have these 2 things on the side here. Y'all know, if you've seen my videos, I love some balsamic glaze. And this is for toppers if you wanted them. That's super good on this dish. So balsamic glaze, and then if you like capers to sprinkle on top. But these are the ingredients. Super simple and full of flavor. I know that this is totally random, but I want to share it with you because I love to share what's coming up. So I am baking these today. I haven't finished yet. And this is a chewy sugar cookie recipe that is absolutely delicious. And I'm going to show you how to do this, but I'm also going to show you a few variations using the same cookie dough to add different flavors. Just wanted to give you guys a little heads up. Jason and Ellie went crazy over them. They're delicious. All right, so we are going to get started with this recipe. My hubby's already been outside to warm up the grill. So we had the chicken tenderloins in a bag and then put some balsamic dressing in there. It's been sitting in it, marinating all day. So I'm gonna go ahead and grab my microplane here, and I'm going to get the zest off of these lemons. One of my favorite smells. Oh my goodness, I absolutely love this. All right, so we're gonna get these all zested up. All right, so the next thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna slice these lemons in half, and then I'm gonna use my microplane to catch the seeds. So I would definitely recommend fresh lemons for this recipe instead of using just like lemon juice out of the bottle, because you get that zest as well. And I can't tell you exactly how many or how much lemon to use. One, because how are we supposed to know how juicy? You know how sometimes you get lemons and you squeeze them and you're like, the purpose is the juice. Where's it at? They're dry. So, and also some people just like a small hint of lemon. We really like a good lemon zip to smack you in the face, Look, one of my subscribers said you need to get a lemon, like one of those press things. I know I do. I know. I'd get much more juice out of it if I did that. These don't have too many seeds in them. Oh, I spoke too soon. That one had a lot. All right. But the good thing is, even if your lemon's not that juicy, you still get a lot of flavor in the zest. So, looks good. I don't know. I would say that that's probably about 3 tablespoons between the juice and the zest. All right, moving on to the next step. All right, so I have about 3 tablespoons of melted butter in my pan. I've got a pretty good size pan here with the sides, so we have plenty of room to stir around. I'm just gonna put my Orzo, I put the whole box in there. And I am just going to give this a stir, and I'm just gonna let this Orzo toast in this butter. Oh my goodness. I'm telling you what, if you haven't done this before, you need to. Oh my goodness. Phenomenal. Okay, we're just gonna let that toast for just a couple minutes, and then we're gonna add the next ingredients. Okay, while that Orzo is toasting in the pan, I'm gonna go ahead and chop up my garlic. Now, this is really, it's tough for me to tell you how many cloves. Cloves can be tiny, they can be huge. You can like a little garlic, you can like a lot of garlic. We like a lot of garlic, so I'm just gonna tell you that this is probably, I'd say 2 tablespoons of chopped garlic. All right, after our Orzo has been toasting for about, I don't know, 3 minutes, you want to make sure you keep stirring. You can see that, oh, some of the pieces are a little bit more toasty than others, but you don't want to toast it too much because then the pasta will taste bitter. The next step, we're going to add that garlic. So we're going to let this garlic cook in the pan for about a minute before we add our next ingredient, because we don't want the garlic to burn. My temperature is just on a medium. We want to keep a good sizzle, but we don't want anything to get too crazy. Oh my goodness, then you smell the garlic. All right, you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and add my salt. Again, your preference. I would say about a teaspoon of salt and about a half a teaspoon of pepper. And give it a stir. We are going to need the lid for this pan, so make sure whatever you're cooking with has a lid, because that's going to ensure that your pasta, even though it looks like rice, it's still pasta, gets cooked thoroughly. My gosh, it smells so good in here right now. I can't even begin to tell you. Oh my goodness. Okay, so that garlic's been cooking about a minute, give or take. Added the salt and pepper. So now we are going to add our chicken broth. Two cans of chicken broth to 1 box of Orzo. I'm going to give that a little stir. And then we are going to add our basil paste. We have fresh basil as well, but I just love this stuff from Aldi. It's so good. Add about 1.5 tablespoons of that, because we will sprinkle, you know, the fresh basil on top. So I'm just gonna stir this in, and then I'm gonna grab my lid and I'm gonna let this come to a gentle simmer for about 5 to 7 minutes. We grab my lid and I'm gonna put my lid directly on top without, you know, sometimes we tilt it, but this is gonna be directly on top. and I'm gonna set my timer for 6 minutes. Okay, so this has been cooking for about 6 minutes, and look how much it has thickened up. That pasta has like expanded and absorbed a lot of those flavors. So now we're gonna add our next ingredients. And in fact, I'm gonna turn my temperature down. It's on medium, I'm gonna turn it to medium low. Here I have my lemon juice and zest. Just put that in. I'm gonna give that a stir. I mean, you gotta put the lemon juice and zest. You just gotta. It's so good. And then lastly, we are gonna add our Parmesan cheese. Now, I do recommend grated Parmesan cheese. You don't have to use a Great Value. You can use whatever you want, but I'm gonna put about 3/4 of a cup of grated Parmesan cheese. I think Mr. Joey's coming in with the chicken right now. You coming in, babe, with the chicken? Look, his timing is impeccable. Amazing. So I'm just gonna stir this, and you just see how that thickens up. Oh my goodness. It smells so good. I'm gonna open that up so we can show the people. Oh man, that looks good. All right, so we had marinated these chicken tenderloins in balsamic dressing. They smell so good too, babe. You're welcome. All right, so it is time to plate this up. Oh my gosh, it looks so good. Wow. I wish y'all could smell what we're smelling here. So we have the orzo on the bottom. Put 3 chicken tenderloins on top, drizzled some balsamic glaze, which you don't have to do, but that's what we do around here, and then sprinkled some basil on top. Please run, don't walk to the store, and get you some orzo and lemons. It's so good. I want to thank y'all so much for watching, and if you do give this recipe a try, please let me know in the comment section, and also let me know if you have any future video suggestions or if you'd like me to try out one of your recipes, because that would be totally fun. And I hope you all have a wonderful night, and we will see you in the next video at the Farmhouse Table. Bye!